Heading into 2012, Glenn Gulletson and his crew are looking to make the push for the top of the Western Conference. Their group had a strong outing against the Boston Bruins. The Stars have had to deal with some injuries on the blue line. These two top minute getters for the Stars are out. Other players are going to have to step up for them to make this an effective campaign heading into the new year. One young player who's impressed is young Phillip Larsen. His responsibilities have increased for assistant coach Paul Girard, who handles the defense. Girard has placed the 22-year-old defender with Alex Goligoski. When you talk to Alex about Phillip Larsen, he talks about his ability to close gaps in certain situations. Let's have a look here. There's Larsen in front of the net. One of his biggest assets is his skating ability. In this situation, the Stars are trapped within their own zone. Up against the boards, you're going to see to your left, he's playing with Adam Pardy. Pardy gets in a situation where he's attacked by two Nashville Predators. From there, the puck squirts out. It's not the responsibility of Larsen to jump down in that area to get the puck. His responsibility is in front of the net. But as soon as Steve Ott comes down and picks up the puck, using his skating ability, he's going to explode up the ice and create a second layer of attack. It's in these situations that they want the young Larsen to make a good read and jump offensively. The Nashville player is tracking the forward for the Stars. Larsen recognizes that everyone's on one side of the ice, and that will allow him to jump up through the middle of the lane and get the puck from Ribeiro. Larsen talked about his transition to the National Hockey League.
It's more structure up here. In an American League, people sometimes people can come pretty hard, and it's not that they don't come hard here. They do, but it's a little more structure up here, and the top players in every team is it's one of the best players in the world in almost every team. So you got to be awake out there, and you got to know when they're on the ice and try to shut them down as a defenseman. And it's tough sometimes because there are some really good players.
When talking to assistant coach Paul Girard, he talked about the ability for Larsen to close gap on these 3-on-2 situations. In this area, Larsen will have to direct traffic. He wants Ott to pick up the wide guy, so he's pointing to make sure that Steve Ott understands where he should go. With that, Larsen will close the gap on the middle guy, take away his stick, and make a strong defensive play. For Larsen, it's all about confidence. With that area of the ice taken care of, the Stars encourage him to jump up and add layers towards the offensive attack. Here it is. The first layer is Morrow and Ribeiro. The second layer is Ott, and then the defenseman Larsen, jumping up in play, makes another available option for the puck carrier. Head coach Glenn Gulletson talked of his young defender.
Well, I think that the biggest thing in his strengths is his skating, and he's brought that skating, puck-moving presence to our group. And what I've seen with Lars over the last year, having him last year, is that he's making quicker decisions, and he's stronger on his feet, and he's used to the North American game. Remember, he played on that big ice for years, and last year in Austin, at times he'd put himself in positions to take hits and almost would pass the puck thinking no one's going to hit him. So he got 80 games in last year where he got used to the North American style of game and adapted his skating game to it. So I think you see quick puck movement out of him and some real good speed, and he certainly developed into a nice NHL defenseman.